Aloha kakaya kakako. Today is Friday, May 14th. It is 10:10 and I just got done earning 1,000 Satoshi. So after many requests to make videos, here is our first one. I'm gonna show my process of earning 1,000 Satoshi, and it is a pre-recorded video from earlier this morning, starting around 9:10. And um, just to share how much one Satoshi is. So for example, if I think Bitcoin right now, last I checked, was 51,000. 1,000 Satoshi would be 51 cents. So here we go. I am using FREEBITCOIN, and my link is in the description if you would like to be part of our Satoshi giveaways and Satoshi gifts. You can use that link. Um, as you can see, I have an auto bet going, and I've set it for 36,900 rows. We are 193 rows in, and my goal is to earn 1,000 Satoshis, or last I checked would be equivalent to 51 cents. Okay, so again, if you can get one Satoshi, you can get 10. If you can get 10, you can get 100. You do that 10 times, you got 1,000, and so on. So here's a process of we just cleared 100. We're at 130, in the 100, little over 100 Satoshi, and our goal is 1,000. Now, as you can see, there's the biggest bet and biggest win, and in this location, you want to keep an eye on that range. So for example, how much you have to how much is being bet, and what it takes to earn. And right now you can see that my highest bet so far and my biggest win was 64 Satoshi, yet I have earned 190 plus Satoshi. So far, hey, that works out. You know, it's a little over double what I had to my biggest wager. Okay. So again, you can use our link in the description, and we've been sending out Satoshi. I think we started yesterday sending out to our referrals, and today we sent another bunch of Satoshis out. So use our link, and maybe you might be part of that Satoshi gifts. So right now, as you can see, we just did a bet or a wager of 1,000 Satoshi, yet we only won, or we're in the green, 250 Satoshi. So in this example here, if you had less than 1,000 Satoshi, you would have been pretty much liquidated, or you would have lost. So again, having enough to lose, or not being afraid to lose. So for example, you can set up a profit or loss amount. For example, if I set it to 200, once it reached 200, it would have stopped. At the same time, if I would have set it for 1,000 because I was afraid to lose 1,000, it would have stopped, and I would have been in the red. Though since I had enough, I could continue on, and now I'm at 300 Satoshi with a high wager of 1,000 Satoshi. Again, let me know what your thoughts is, and if you have any questions in the comments, subscribe. We just started today, and we are on our road to going live. And all it takes is subscriptions and views, you know, and view time. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Give us some feedback and stay tuned for the next video. Our next goal is going to be 10,000 Satoshi. So right now, let's see how we do with 1,000 Satoshi, and our next goal will be 10,000. Continue to watch the amounts that is being bet. Continue to watch the wagers, the biggest wager of the session, and take note of what it's doing before you go and take risk. So again, I'll recommend that you don't try this at home. Get a little advice, that way you can start off with a little wisdom and not make some of the mistakes that some of us made, which is usually something very simple. Pressing the wrong buttons, forgetting to press a button, not paying attention so you can't stop it. And based on how much you have and what your plan and strategy is. So later on in the video, um, you'll see that it does do a high wager. And again, if you were to try this, you might want to consider at least having that amount, because just to earn 1,000, that was an example. It's going to be an example of the risk it takes, you know, to to roll a to to roll the dice. Now again, it's not really dice. This is a high-low session, so you can also do manual. I like to do the manual session as well, and go in and make a couple manual moves. The whole goal is to, not being a bot, having it have a consistent pattern. So switch it up a little. It's better. It seems better. So again, we're at 1,000 rows. We're halfway in. We hit a little over halfway. We hit the 7-minute mark, and we're still looking good. We're at 500 Satoshi, so we're halfway there. So we're at 25 cents, and a little over 25 cents, and we still our biggest bet so far is still just 1,024 Satoshi. There's many different ways to acquire free Bitcoin. Lots of sites. Some is through mining, like CryptoTab. Some is faucets, where they just flow a portion into your wallet. And some is exchanges. Here we're getting free Bitcoin, and then some people will go and wager it. Some people won't, and majority of people will lose. So it's a great concept as far as the platform mining their own Bitcoin, providing it to us for our time and energy. So we're going there, doing the capture and pressing the roll. In this platform, it's every hour. There's some platforms that do 20 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, And so for this platform, every hour you get to roll, and they'll give you a certain amount of Satoshi. I think when you start off, it's like 3 or 4. with wagering, you can get it up to, I had it as high as 120 or so, you know. So every roll, every hour, I get 120. Right now I'm at 80. You know, some people, my friend yesterday started off at 4. So again, like pennies or quarters, you know, you just, maybe if you saw a penny on the ground, you would let it go. But if you saw a quarter on the ground, you might want to pick that up. And here we can see it. Some of you may have seen that we have did a bigger wager. So now our biggest bet this session is 8,192 Satoshi. Again, if you had less than that, or I had less than that, it would have been game over, you know? And so I'm not afraid to lose that amount. And that's another thing with these platforms is it's really just what you call it, the fear of loss that you're battling against. So you know, and fear of missing out. So sometimes we don't want to lose. Most times, most people don't want to lose, so they're afraid to lose, and they're also afraid to miss out. So you know, we kind of get that. You know, if you could, most people imagine, man, if I just make this call and it goes good, yay. And if I make that call, you know, I'm safe. And lots of times it's opposite. We make this move and it does that, and then we make that move and it does that. You know, just a hypothetical explanation of what's possible. And yeah, overcoming those fears of loss, number one, you know, and greed. So wanting more. Sometimes we go too far, quit too early, or we're afraid to lose. We only want to win. I think that's a good way to put it. So again, we're back at considering the biggest bet. So that's you know, to compared to our amount in the green. So that's about 10%, little over 10%. You know, 8,000 was our biggest bet this session. Though we're still in the green, 800. So it's just on, I don't know what you call that. That's an estimate of what you need. So we're at 1,000. You know, we're coming up to 1,000. Yeah, we're almost done here. We're at the last 14 minutes. I mean, we're at 14 minutes, so we're at the last couple seconds, 40 seconds. Pardon me. And we're at 900 BTC, closing in on 1,000. I'm gonna let it go over a little, just to make sure that it can clear it, so you can see it bounces back down. We have just under a minute left as we round off to 1,000. Just remember, if the current price is 51,000 and we have 100 Satoshi, that's 5 cents. At 1,000 Satoshi, that's 51 cents. And our next goal is 10,000. That'll be equivalent to $5.10. So let us know what you think Bitcoin will be by the time we hit our goal of 10,000, and how long you think it'll take us. Thank you everybody for tuning in from the biggest island in Hawaii. Check in, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment.